Welcome to the second part of the episode 10 Rituals to Transform Your Life. Today we are going to talk about the last 5 rituals. You can watch this episode even if you haven't watched the previous part yet. In case you want to watch the first part as well, I'll leave a link at the end of this video. Also stay with me until the end because I want to share with you a very important message. Before we go on with the next ritual, let me remind you that you don't need to apply every ritual to make your life work. Keep in mind that you are unique. Try the techniques and use those that feel right to you. Ritual number 6. The ritual of early awakening. Most of us sleep far more than we need to. The average person can get by on 6 hours and remain perfectly healthy and alert. Sleep is really nothing more than a habit, and like any other habit, you can train yourself to achieve the result you want. For the first few days, you will feel very tired. You might even feel this way for the first week of getting up early in the morning. But you know something? You will always feel a little discomfort when you're installing a new habit. It's sort of like buying a new pair of shoes. At first, it's a little hard to wear them, but soon they fit like a glove. How do I build this ritual into my routine? First, never forget that it is the quality and not the quantity of sleep that is important. It is better to have 6 hours of uninterrupted deep sleep than even 10 hours of disturbed sleep. What do you do before you go to sleep every night? The 10-minute period before you sleep and the 10-minute period after you wake up are profoundly influential on your subconscious mind. Only the most inspiring and peaceful thoughts should be programmed into your mind at those times. What you put into your mind is what you get out. By determining the thoughts that go in, you also are determining precisely what will come out. Before you go to sleep, don't watch the news or argue with anyone or even go over the day's events in your mind's eye. Relax. Drink a cup of tea if you like, listen to some soft music, and prepare yourself to drift off into a rich, renewing slumber. And remember the rule of 21. If you do anything for 21 days in a row, it will be installed as a habit. So stay with the early rising routine for about 3 weeks before you give up because it feels too uncomfortable. By then, it will be a part of your life. Soon you'll be able to rise at 5:30 in the morning or even at 5 o'clock with ease, ready to savor the day. Ritual number 7. The ritual of music. Music gives you the same spiritual boost as the sun does. It makes you laugh, it makes you dance and sing. Never forget the power of music. Spend a little time with it every day, even if it is listening to some music while you drive to work. Wanna know one of my secrets? One of my favorite ways to set my day for success is to dance for at least 5 minutes in the morning. Even if I'm not in the mood when I start, after those 5 minutes I'm full of energy, with a big smile on my face and a great mood. Ritual number 8. The ritual of the spoken word. Words affect the mind in a pronounced way, whether they are spoken or written. They are powerful influences. While what you say to others is important, even more important is what you say to yourself. You are what you think about all day long. You're also what you say to yourself all day long. If you say that you are weak and tired, this will be the nature of your world. But if you say that you are healthy, dynamic and fully alive, your life will be transformed. You see, the words you say to yourself affect your self-image, and your self-image determines what actions you take. For example, if your self-image is one of a person who lacks the confidence to do anything of value, you will only be able to take actions which are aligned with this trait. On the other hand, if your self-image is one of a radiant individual who is fearless, again, all your actions will correspond to this quality. A negative self-image will actually sabotage any efforts you might make in this direction. Your self-image is a governor of sorts, It will never let you act in a way that is inconsistent with it. The beautiful thing is that you can change your self-image just like you can change everything else in your life if it is not serving to enhance it. And when you change your inner world, you change your outer world. A quick reminder, subscribe. If you like this episode so far, subscribe and click the bell next to it so you'll be notified first every time a brand new episode is up. Ritual number 9 is the ritual of a congruent character. Strengthening your character affects the way you see yourself and the actions you take. The actions you take come together to form your habits, and this is important, your habits lead you to your destiny. What kinds of things should I do to build my character? Anything that cultivates these virtues and principles. Industry, compassion, humility, patience, honesty, and courage. Living this way will inevitably lead you to spiritual success. This is because you will be doing what is right. Do the right things. Act in a way that is congruent with your true character. If you fail to do this, true happiness will always elude you. Ritual number 10, the ritual of simplicity. This ritual requires you to live a simple life. Never live in the thick of thin things. Focus only on your priorities, those activities which are truly meaningful. Your life will be uncluttered, rewarding, and exceptionally peaceful. Reduce your needs. You see, unless you reduce your needs, you will never be fulfilled. You will always be like that gambler in Las Vegas, staying at the roulette wheel for just one more spin, in the hope that your lucky number will come up. You will always want more than you have. You may think that earlier I told you that happiness comes from achievement, but now I'm telling you to reduce your needs and be content with less. What's going on with that? Here comes an important detail. Lifelong happiness does come through striving to realize your dreams. You are at your best when you're moving forward. The key is not to make your happiness depend on finding that elusive pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. There are so many things you can do to bring the ritual of simplicity into your own life. Even little things will make a difference. Stop picking up the phone every time it rings. Stop needing to be available to everyone all the time. Stop wasting time reading junk mail. Watch the sunrise every few days. Spend more time with your family and friends. Spend a day a week without your watch. These methods are not of the quick fix kind. They are ageless traditions which are meant to be applied daily for the rest of your days. If you stop applying them, you will find that you will gradually slide back into your old ways. At the beginning of this episode, I told you I wanted to share with you a very important message, and that is, what will happen if I fail? Failure is not having the courage to try, nothing more and nothing less. The only thing standing between most people and their dreams is the fear of failure. Yet, failure is essential to success. The teachers of the East say that every arrow that hits the bullseye is the result of 100 misses. It's a fundamental law of nature to profit through loss. Never fear failure. Which one of these rituals is the best for you? Take action today and make a habit out of it. Click on one of these episodes to learn more about yourself and get one step closer to changing your life. See you there.